You don't understand how passionate I am about this. I'm so like my hatred for this is so immaculate. I hate fake history buffs, and you should too. This is one of those videos that I've been longing, and I mean longing to talk about for a while, because this is a huge problem in the historical community with all of these fake history buffs pretending like they know history. And frankly speaking, they don't know anything about history, and it's so annoying. Let me tell you this story. I remember one time, a couple years ago, I was playing Roblox, and I met someone who had a Napoleonic Wars outfit avatar on. And me and him, I was like, oh, wait a minute. Hold on. You like history? I'm like, oh, shoot. Yeah. I really love history, man. And I'm like, what type of history? You probably Napoleonic Wars, right? And keep in mind, back then, right, this is before I did my reactions on Epic History TV Napoleonic Wars. So I didn't really know much about Napoleon, but I knew a little bit about Waterloo at the time. So I was like, oh, yeah. I'm interested in Napoleonic Wars and, like Waterloo and stuff. And he was talking about Waterloo. And he was talking about that infamous cavalry charge that Marshal Ney did. And I pointed out to him, and I was like, well, it wasn't even Napoleon who ordered that charge. It was Marshal Ney, because we were talking about why the French were defeated at Waterloo. And when he heard me point out how it wasn't Napoleon who ordered that charge, it was Marshal Ney who did that charge, he was like, oh my gosh, finally someone who actually likes history, who actually somewhat knows what the heck they're talking about. And ever since then, that really like stuck with me, because I and trust me, I get these people on my comments too sometimes, and it's obvious to see like if you read some of my comments on my videos, dude, it's so obvious to see like who the hell are the ones who are the fake history buffs, right? And this is like your average fake history buff starter pack, right? They probably just like World War II, okay? They don't know anything else aside from World War II. They probably just like guns. Learn most of your knowledge from freaking video games, right? Which is hilariously counterintuitive, considering that you're literally watching me play Hoi 4 in the background, pre-recorded, whilst I'm ranting about fake history buffs. But I have Hoi 4 in the background of me playing Zayla Heights mod, mostly because I want you to be entertained to watch me try to pull off this stunt, right? Whilst I do this little rant, because I've been meaning to do this video for a while. And like people really need to call this out, because not enough people are doing this. And you might think to yourself, oh well, surely it's not a big deal, right? Like, if someone doesn't really know much about history, it's whatever. But guys, too many times have I had debates with people who repeat literal myths. Like, for example, oh, Germany lost to the Soviet Union because of the winter, right? What these fake history buffs would say is Germany lost to Russia. A, Russia wasn't even a country back then. The Soviet Union was an entirely different geopolitical entity. And B, no, that's not why the Germans freaking lost to the Soviet Union. In fact, the winter actually helped the Germans. Because when the roads froze, their panzers, which was like literally the bread and butter of the German army, was actually able to drive around again after Rasputitsa, the mud. But these fake history buffs, right? They watch these rubbish channels. Oh my gosh. This is another video that I have to make, bro. Bad history channels. Oh my god, there's too many of them. There's too many of them. I'm not gonna call any names out right now, but believe me, that's gonna be a whole different video. I'm just talking about the fake history buffs, and the fact that more people need to call them out as it is. Now, most of the people who watch my content, most of y'all seem to know, like, somewhat what you're talking about. Okay, somewhat. Like, most of y'all know what y'all talking about, which is cool, right? So I'm sure y'all should understand what I'm talking about. And another thing about these fake history buffs that really annoys the living hell out of me, frankly speaking, is they, and guys, I'm not a liberal or anything, but bro, they watch these stupid whitewash cherry-picked versions of history, right? Like, example, right? And I get a few of these comments on my channels all the time. Guys, I call myself English. Why? Because the culture that I grew up around, and I've said this in a few of my videos in the past, but the culture that I grew up around was literally English, right? Purely English. I didn't even know that there was American English. I just simply learned English as, well, English, right? That's it. Anyone who's been to my country can tell you, like, 100% English. I mean, it's literally nicknamed Little England for a reason. But I see these people in my comments, and they don't really, like, make me mad or anything. I just scoff at it. But I see some people in my comments that are so ignorant to history, man, that they find it unbelievable how I could call myself English, because they don't even know the history of colonization. They probably just know some cherry-picked version that was fed to the mainstream, like, oh my god, colonization bad, British Empire bad, slavery, womp womp, right? Or they watch some stupid Save Europe edit, which is hilarious because being white is a genetic mutation, right? Oh, that's a funny one. They watch all these stupid edits, right? You know, obviously they get zero play from women because, you know, come on, really? Like, let's be real here. No way. But every single time, right, I always try to point out, like, the actual facts, the actual history to these fake history buffs. They're never ever, I'm saying this with an American accent, but it's whatever, they never ever, they're never ever open to change. Guys, history is something that you debate about. Okay, if you like history, you should always be open to change. New details might come up that will completely alter the way how you see certain historical events. And so many of these stupid fake history buffs, they don't understand that. They just cherry pick whatever the heck they love. And the worst part is they're so confident about it too. That's the part that gets me. They're so confident. Do you know how many times I have argued with these stupid fake history buffs about, like, World War II or something? Trying to think of something like, oh, Germany could have won World War II if they did X, or something stupid, or those people who watch, like, potential history. Oh my gosh, that reminds me, I just released a video on why Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Yeah, I'm gonna use that as an example, actually. So my video that I reacted to on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, I said that it was a war crime, right? And the people in the comments literally did nothing but repeat like common narratives that has been repeated for the past almost over 80 years. And I'm like, and one dude had the audacity to tell me, don't comment if I'm gonna comment rubbish, whilst commenting a lot of rubbish that is just common historical narratives. It blows my mind. And these people think that they're free thinkers. Okay? Anyone could tell you that I'm extremely open-minded. In fact, this is one of the reasons why I decided to react to a bunch of history stuff, because I'm like, well, I'm very open-minded, and I realized this, I could actually share my thoughts to other people, and a lot of you have noticed that. But what really pisses me off is when I see these people repeat common narratives that are dumb narratives that can easily be debunked, and they just don't want to accept that their narratives is wrong. It's like, no, this is it, and nothing else can't be it, right? When I made my argument about why Hiroshima was a nuclear bomb, and this, I don't want to talk too much about that, because this video, I could honestly make a whole separate video about that, a long, super long video on why it was a war crime, my own original video. But when I made my own original argument, right, and you could go read it, go read it. I mean, go watch the video and then go read it after this video, of course. It's like there was no serious rebuttal to my point. And it's like, really, man? Like, really? Now let me go and tell you a story. There was this one kid, right? He was a super fake history buff. Oh my god, dude. This guy, the most repulsive guy I have ever met in my life, bro. This kid, he would say nonsense about, he was like, oh, Italy switched sides in World War II. Which everyone should know by now that no, Italy did not switch sides. Italy surrendered, but they got invaded by Germany causing the Italian Civil War. Bro, you couldn't even correct this guy. He's basically like all of those other fake history buffs. Every single time, he had the worst takes, bro. He got everything wrong. Had the worst takes on history, bro. And every time I try to correct this guy, this kid had the audacity to get vexed. If you're not a British speaker or English speaker, it means angry. But he had the audacity to get vexed at me every single time I try to correct him. And this was back when I was still in freaking high school. I recently graduated high school a few months ago, right? Bro, this guy got so angry at me. I kid you not. I kid you not. He and a group of other people, and I actually talked about this on my channel once before. I'm in a community post because this guy, he literally stalks my channel now, right? This guy and a group of other people, they literally tried to frame me. I kid you not. They literally tried to frame me, right? They took a out of context message that I sent, right? And they sent it to the deans of the high school. And keep in mind, I live in Florida, right? So this is a big deal, what I'm about to say. They sent an out of context message of me talking about shooting up a school. Out of context, right? And they sent it to the deans, bro. And they literally tried to get me arrested. Bro, that is how salty this kid was, bro. Dude, which is hilariously ironic, because had it not been for him, I wouldn't even have this fucking YouTube channel, right? I know I'm swearing, but I just had to emphasize that point across. And this loser, right? This loser literally tried commenting on my videos. And I got him to shut up. I got that idiot to shut up. Alright, I got him to shut up. Okay. And ever since then, he hasn't commented jack. Right? But I just tell this story to tell you people, guys, if you see these people repeating common historical myths, nonsensical historical narratives, and you know better, please, for the love of God, say something. Because it's literally an intellectual insult for morons to be walking around thinking that they know something, when in reality they don't. And then they want to get angry at the people like me who actually give a blast. I know I sound a bit vexed, but because, guys, too many times have I seen these stupid fake history buffs. I'm just so sick of it. I'm so sick of it. I'm so sick of it. Okay, let me tell you another story. Oh my God. I met this kid whilst I was still in high school again, right? My senior year, who claimed to also be a history buff. I was like, oh, cool, great. And he was your average, oh, Germany could have won World War II if they done this. Oh, bro, I kid you not. This guy, bro, he literally said, oh, Germany could have won the Battle of Stalingrad if they placed mines in the Volga River to stop Soviet reinforcements from going across the river. Bro, I looked at this kid after he said that. God, bro, I'm sighing so hard because the amount of brain cells that I lost is immaculate. But I looked at this kid, bro, and I said, dude, do you realize that rivers have currents to them? Oh my God, bro. But anyways, let me tell you more about him. This dude hung around a bunch of morons who were extremely whitewashed. They had zero idea what they were talking about. They literally thought that my country was poor, even though Barbados has a reputation of being prosperous and being a high income country, especially compared to the other islands in the region nearby. And this kid, because he was Syrian, all he ever did was cried and moan and complain about how France/Europe colonized Syria. All he cared about was guns. Literally, all he played was garbage pop history games that contributed to his ignorance and stupidity. And a lot of these fake history buffs are like this, bro. Oh my God. I guys, you don't understand how passionate I am about this. I'm so, like, my hatred for this is so immaculate. And you want to know the icing on the cake about this, bro? Let me tell you a story about this guy again. I remember one time I got a text from this guy, bro, and he literally texted me, hey, a guy is talking to me about why the Holocaust never happened, and he's making good points. Bro, when I read that message, fucking message, bro, guys, even thinking about that right now, the amount of brain cells that I lost, oh my, even now, thinking about it, I can't even talk about it without losing so many fucking brain cells, bro. Guys, I rarely swear in my videos. I rarely do. But holy hell. Oh my god. Look, I can't even talk about that. Look, my point is that these fake history buffs, bro, they must be stopped. They must be stopped. I'm tired of seeing these fake history buffs, dude. Every time I go on YouTube and I see these like historical edits, it's so bad on the YouTube shorts. Because like half the time, a lot of these people who make YouTube shorts, they don't even know what the hell they're talking about either. It's like, how the hell can you edit so good, but you're so bad at knowing history? Oh my gosh, I would argue that history is super easy. Because all it is you're just remembering stuff. That's literally it. That is literally it. And yet people are struggling with that. But you somehow know how to freaking edit so good. I think you go and edit something like, the Soviet Union was Russia, or Germany had the best army in World War II, or some nonsense like that, or something like that, dude. Oh my god. And all these, impressionable people, they just eat it up. They just eat it up. Oh my gosh. And don't let me talk about how a lot of these people in the historical community, bro, dog, all you have to do in the history community is literally, and like, if you want views, I don't do this, but it's whatever, bro. If you really want people, and like, if you really want people to really watch your stuff, it's just do stuff that people want to hear, right? Like, example, I remember I had a debate with this guy that, and I actually did a community post about this, that English people were Germans. And I said English people were Germans because they came from Germania and they basically spoke German. Because Old English, if you look at Old English, it was literally just a copy-paste version of German, just a bit different, obviously, right? Because, and I could go into a whole bunch of details on this. In fact, I even pointed out to him how if you take DNA evidence, not even DNA, like if you literally take a pure English person and you compare it to a pure German person, like, their DNAs are gonna like most likely match, especially like Western Germans, right, bro? Dude, if you say this to like a British person, English person, I should say, they would go ballistic on you, right? They would go ballistic, like, no, we're not German. But if you go, right, and you go take some, I don't know, stupid British propaganda or whatever the heck, and you make a video about that, right, you would get so much praise, so much views. It's ridiculous, bro. Like, this is why I said earlier, if you cannot handle that facts about history can be changed, you're not a history buff. You're not. It's just that simple. And dude, I could go on about this. Like, the people in my comments, bro, most of y'all are great, but I see the people in my comments who repeat nonsense about history. And I look, guys, I'm polite. I don't say nothing. I'm a super polite guy. I don't say nothing. I'm like, okay, whatever. But like, dude, what really hurts is the confidence that they have with it. Like, okay, I get it. You watch a 10-minute video. Okay, you watch a 10-minute video, your 10-minute historical video. Okay, cool. But the Dunning-Kruger effect is a real thing. Alright? The Dunning-Kruger effect is when you barely like learn something and you think you know all of it, until you slowly start to realize as you learn more and more that, oh, I don't know anything about this. Right? And a good example of this as well would be Russia and Ukraine. Actually, nobody cared about Ukraine. This conflict has been going on for the past 10 years and no one cared. But then all of a sudden, when Russia decides to invade Ukraine, oh ho ho, all the people who claim to be history buffs and the armed generals suddenly know everything, and they know absolutely nothing, bro. But it's particularly bad with the whitewash. Oh, I only know World War II, and even then, bro, the so-called fake history buffs who claim that they know World War II history, they don't know jack about World War II. All they know is Stalingrad. Oh my gosh, this is another one, bro. Stalingrad. I'm so sick of everyone comparing every single battle to Stalingrad. No, not every single battle is comparable to Stalingrad. I cannot be the only one to notice this, bruh. I cannot be the only one to notice this. Too many times have I seen so many people who see one hard-fought battle. They're like, oh, Stalingrad. Oh, Stalingrad 2.0. No. Jesus, man. Oh my gosh. The ones who think that freaking who think that like the Soviets gonna win World War II by themselves. Oh my god, dude. Or who thought that the Germans like it was impossible for Germany to win because they watched that stupid 10-minute, you know, potential history video. Again, they just repeat, you know, garbage, rubbish narratives, man. Yo, I gotta react to that video. I really do have to go and react to that video, man. But yeah, man, that is just a simple, you know, like I said, I'm pivoting my content. Okay, I'm gonna be creating my own original content, and you know, this is gonna be a new style, I guess. Like, I'm still gonna be reacting and stuff, of course, but I want to, like, you know, try out new stuff, try out new means of content, see how y'all like it, right? So that's just how I feel. If you disagree with me, I don't really care. If you agree with me, congratulations, woohoo! I'm done.